Hello everyone, my name is Susan
And I'm Charles.
and we both worked for MTA for many years and now we are a writer just like you and we are producing this program, What's Up with MTA, and we have a question answer sessions that Charles is going to ask me questions that he's concerned and I'm going to answer the best of my ability that I know with my information. And
So what's up with the MTA?
really, what's up with MTA? So are you ready?
I'm ready if you are. So Susan, what is up with the MTA?
Well, for fact, we know that the salaries are up with MTA, at least with senior management, the salaries.
Oh, is that so? So tell us about that.
Well, in 2009, there was a talk about budget cuts, and MTA Chairman Jay Walder instructed all the senior management to cut the budget, and there was a talk about possible 10% cut for every management employee. And at the same time, some senior vice presidents were managed to give themselves and their friends and cronies 15% raises.
Oh, so what you're saying is that this vice president ignored the directive of the MTA chairman and did not cut take his 10% cut?
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, the chairman didn't say where to cut and how to cut. He just says cut. So he chose to cut everyone else's salary.
Oh, I see.
His entire division took a cut, and they did not receive the 3% cost of living adjustment raises
Okay.
for 2009 or 2010 going forward.
Oh, so what he did was he took care of his past.
Oh, you know, that's very common at MTA.
So this is something that goes on regularly?
I think so. You and I have been there for a long time. We have seen things happen that is not always, according to the guideline.
The rules. I'm very well aware. So what is up with that? I mean, is that the culture? Is that a cultural habit?
Yeah, I think that has been the norm at MTA. It's who you know, not what you know. And that applies very much to MTA culture.
Okay. So what else is up with the MTA?
Well, I think, have you noticed a lot of signs are up?
You're talking about the service signs, the service cuts, the signs about service cuts?
Yeah, that what trains is running, what train is not running. Have you encountered that?
Well, I haven't paid too much attention to them. I guess no wonder I ended up on DeKalb Avenue instead of Court Street. I guess the R was running as the end then.
Yeah, precisely. Can you imagine for a tourist in New York City trying to get to downtown and end up in Flatbush, Brooklyn?
I know, probably. Quite a few probably happen to.
Yeah, it could happen because the sign says take in instead of R. R is not running. Well, but the N is not going to stop at Wall Street or Court Street. It's just going to go from Manhattan. It's going to go directly to over the Manhattan Bridge to DeKalb Avenue.
Yeah, exactly.
So, the signs are really confusing.
So what do you mean? There are a lot of signs that are not clear in their message to the riders.
I think these signs are not written based on a rider's understanding. If I'm always riding R, when they're telling me take the N instead of R, how do I know what direction or what stop N is stopping? I'm expecting it's going the same stops and the same direction at R.
So do you believe that the MTA does this to get on the strap hangers' nerves?
It is possible. It's possible they're trying to send a message saying that we don't have the resources to run the subways the way that you used to. So, you know, get angry, do something, not at us, but at other people who cut the funding to way we did our things. But if you think about it, you know, doing things more efficient does not have to cost more. And MTA, if they cut the cost based on preserving efficiency, more efficient, they wouldn't end up here. Rather than saying, well, you see, my job and my bonus, no, let's keep that. My friend and his position, let's keep that. Well, let's get rid of this manager who was, that I don't know, and I really don't understand his function. And some of these people were in charge of planning, organizing. They were the veteran of subways. They understood everything. These people are gone. These people are gone because, well, they were some middle management that they were not related to anybody. Nobody defended them. It was easy to get rid of them. They don't have to answer to anybody. And now MTA is not doing things more efficient. That's why they're running out of money. It's questionable why they're doing it. The first question that comes to my mind is, with all the cuts of people, how do they manage to do so many maintenance simultaneously on so many tracks? Where do they get the resource?
Okay.
That's the first question that it's very odd to me that they are able to do so many maintenance. The same thing. The other thing is, well, you know, with all the signs that they're putting up of the trains not running, it's affecting the life of a lot of riders, including the tourist. Tourist is a big revenue.
So were you saying that they didn't cut the fat?
Oh, no, they kept the fat.
Okay.
They kept the fat. They just cut those, well, actually, I don't know, you understand brown fat?
Yes, I do. Yes.
The brown fat is the good fat.
Yes.
So MTA cut the brown fat and maintained those floppy white fat that is good for nothing. It's hazardous to the health of the city. Let me see how I could protect myself, my friends, and just come up with a dollar amount that is my mandate to cut. And that's how they cut. They cut all the good fat. So all the majority of the good people, 95% of good people were cut. So no wonder the trains got stuck, and when the snowstorm, 650 buses get stuck. When was it?
In the snow.
This is the first time in the history that 650 buses with this technology and MTA spent so much money with railroad control center with all the technology. How could the bus operator get stuck without having, you know, way to communicate to someone? Really confusing.
So what do you mean? There are a lot of signs that are not clear in their message to the riders.
You know, I think these signs are not written based on a rider's understanding. If I'm always riding R, you know, when they're telling me take the N instead of R, how do I know what direction or what stop N is stopping? I'm expecting it's going the same stops and the same direction at R. We like to keep this program open to everyone with questions or answers to come in our program and bring us their view.